What's going on, everybody? I am Eating Things, and you're watching Less Than Rhetorical. And today we're starting a brand new series on attack plans. I've actually, I want to do this thing where I go through each individual bomb site on each map and give a plan of attack and then also give a way that that plan can be, or give a defensive setup for each site, at least all the popular sites. So that's kind of my hope with this. I don't know how long this will take to do so, but I feel like that's really lacking. There's not a lot of content out there with full-scale attack plans or full-scale defense plans, and so that's what we're gonna do today. And this one is one that we have had for my stack and I have had for years now, and it still works. And I want to share with you what we call Attack Plan Alpha. And I'm just going to share this because I find it's a pretty basic plan, and you can kind of guarantee success with it. What you need to make this happen is you need a thermite, you need a Thatcher or some sort of wall denial character, some sort of device destroyer character that can, get the mutes and the Cades off the wall. It would be great if you have a fuse and a nomad, but you can do it with basically any operator, any two operators, that is. And yeah, let me just show you how this works. And then one person either with nades or maybe a Capitao or something like that. Let me show you how this works. So basically, the gist of the attack plan is breach this wall, plant in here. That's the gist of the attack plan. It's as simple as that. Now, I say that, and of course, you got to think about the fact that it's never as simple as that. Usually this wall is reinforced. There's some sorts of head height holes here. You probably have feet holes across here. There's usually a rotate here. You usually have a rotate on this side. There's somebody who anchors down in bathroom, maybe a mirror on this wall. You've got somebody usually anchoring over here. This is usually a rotate here. Maybe there's a mirror on this wall, and somebody's kind of here tucked behind, but they can kind of cover all of these angles here. It's not as simple as just breach, get in here and plan. But a lot of times it is. So here's what it'll look like. Your thermite and your Thatcher, assuming that Thatcher's who you take, are going to come up to this balcony. Now their job is to open this wall, and that's going to be objective number one. So whoever it is that you send, if Thatcher's banned, you can always bring Twitch, you can bring Lion with impact EMPs, or anybody with impact EMPs. Lion's a good pick these days because of the run and gun nature of the game at this point. But their job is to get that wall down. And once that wall is down, actually let me explain how this happens, okay? Thermite's gonna place his charge on the wall. Once the charge is on the wall, assuming it's not, banded or something like that, Thermite's not gonna immediately blow that wall unless, if it's bandit, you're gonna have to destroy the bandits or throw a Thatcher EMP and blow the wall. But Thermite doesn't want to blow the wall while you're standing right here. That's a big no-no. Because if you blow the wall when you're here, you're like, okay, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? And you're just going to be running around here getting shot. Maybe you go over to this side over here, and that's fine, but that's not the ideal position. So ideally, Thermite's going to place his charge here, and he's going to hop on this rappel. Now you do have to be careful of this wall right here. if anybody's that's strip club in there. If anybody's playing in strip, don't do this plan. Go clear them out of strip first, and then come back and get this wall. Okay? If there's anybody playing in strip, you're dead if you're on this cable, because you can be hanging out here. They'll just peek you and shoot you in the back. But it'd be great if Thermite kind of holds this very, very tight angle right here. And you can kind of see through the stairs. You can kind of see the top of Logi door. If you come over some more, you can see where somebody could swing you from bedroom. But Thermite's going to play relatively passive right here. He can hold this angle, and then he can also get on drones. I don't have a drone near. That is a frag. Please don't kill me. Thank goodness. That is a hammer. All right. Let's just reset and pretend that didn't happen. Okay. I'm going to throw this drone up here. Okay. Once the mute jammers are down and you can come in and take a look around, Thermite is going to drone this area out. Ideally, you bring someone with a claymore like Thatcher who could put a claymore right here, because it's unbelievable how many kills you'll get on this drone hole by just putting a claymore here. Somebody hopping out this rotate, running around, trying to get close, backing up from not wanting to be shot from here and hitting this claymore. It's unbelievable how frequently. I know it's stupid, but it works. So try it out. So Thermite's going to check. Thermite really, I mean, there's always going to be a guy playing either down here or in Logi trying to peek this breach. Maybe over here in bedroom. There's always somebody peeking that breach. There's sometimes 2 or 3 people. So you don't really have to drone over here and say, oh, is there somebody over here? Is there somebody over here? Oh, look, there is. My drone's been shot. There's no need, because you know that somebody's going to be playing over there, and we're going to smoke it off in a minute anyway. So come on in here with your drone and take a look at what the setup looks like in Gym. See what's changed since the prep phase. See where people are playing over here. Is there somebody playing back here behind this bench press? Is there somebody? Are there cap can traps right here? Is there somebody tucked in the right corner behind the bomb, or by the bomb? Take a look at what you've got in here. That's going to be your objective as Thermite. Now, Thatcher is going to put down his claymore and come over here and just hold the rotate or the breach, and just make sure nobody tries to come out of the breach. Now you can switch these 2 roles. It doesn't matter. Thatcher can drone. Thermite can hold the breach. It doesn't matter. Somebody drones, somebody holds the breach, because you don't want a situation. Let me make this a little larger. You don't want a situation where a warden comes flying out here while you're on your drones. Boom, boom, kills both of you, and runs back in. Like, you don't want that. All right. Ready for stage 2. Okay, there's a couple of different ways this can go, but the most important part is getting control of highway. Okay? Highway is this area right here. This is highway. The most important part of this plan is you need someone to either be up here, maybe over by the air conditioning unit, over here, maybe by the smokestack, over here. You need someone, preferably with a 2.0 scope, not my little holographic 1.0 scopes. Maybe a 2.5, a glass, somebody like that, doesn't matter. I personally prefer to play either Nomad out there, or maybe bring like a, you could make an argument for a glass or someone like that to hold this, but people are going to peek you from this. Oh, look, there's the bomb. People are going to peek you from this window. And it's important that they can't get a kill on the guy that's out here, because they get shot immediately. So you need 2 people on every side. You need 2 people on on flat, or not flat, I'm sorry, on jacuzzi balcony, and 2 people over here. And your second person is the most vulnerable person on the entire team. This guy has to drop down here and open this window. Now, you can do it from here, and that's super vulnerable. Or, if you want, you can open the window from way over here. Like from safely from here, or on this rappel right here. I do this all the time. I open the window from here. And you're very safe from everywhere else by opening this window from here. Now, this puts pressure on the attacker, or on the defenders. It really makes it difficult for anyone to play inside gym because the wall's now open, it's breached, and this window's open. So if I'm a defender, I don't like situations like that, right? Because now I know this window's open. They're out on this balcony. Okay, well, I don't want to expose myself to this window, so I can't play here because that's exposed. I can't play here because that's exposed. Maybe you can get some cover from the bomb chassis. I can play here, that's, or kind of more like here, but I'm exposed to this breach when I'm over on this spot. As I back further up, I'm kind of exposed still and I'm uncomfortable. So I'm not very happy there. So I might play maybe over in bathroom now. And so you've kind of moved people around by doing this. Fuse is one of the greatest operators for this because you can put a fuse charge right here and just blow this room up. And that guarantees you nobody's in here. But Fuse is very vulnerable from this window, so you have to have a Nomad or somebody covering this. Doesn't matter. Somebody with a 2.0 scope. The other thing you have to watch out for is a run out from this window or this window here, and that's why I suggest Nomad, because you can put an air jab here. You could do this with gridlock plates down here. That's fine too. But you could put an air jab, and air jab. And now you just watch this window. And if I was doing Nomad, I might watch it from up here. Or maybe even a little more cheeky. Just head glitch this right here. And you've got a pretty good angle. And it's really tough to kill someone off of this rappel. Just really tough. So as soon as they peek, boom, boom, they're dead. Okay. But you're vulnerable from this window, so just be careful. And you're also vulnerable from down here. So you kind of want to have some drones set up, some pre-placed drones to make sure people are not in this area over here. All right. Really, you could do this in a 3-stack. Because breaching this wall doesn't require 2 people to stay out here. Like, it requires 2 people to breach the wall, but then afterwards, if you're gridlock, you could impact EMP the wall, hop up here, run over this way, breach the hatch, because that puts just an added amount of pressure that they think someone's coming from Logi. Come over this way, drop your gridlocks, drop your second set of gridlocks. Is that the right spot? Yeah, it's right here. And then, so you've got gridlocks here, gridlock here, gridlock here for runouts. I'm coming over here with a 2.0 scope and I'm holding from just right over here, holding that window. Fuse is going to drop down and fuse this window and you're good to go. Okay. While that's going on, and you've got your drone in, because all that's happening simultaneously as this wall's getting taken down. You're setting up over on that side. All right? Okay. Let's talk about how you can safely plant now. Because now, once this room is clear, you're pretty much ready. You do have to worry about people in bedroom. And you do have to worry about people in bathroom. And you do have to worry about people coming 90 and coming behind you. So, you've got your claymore set up here. So people can't push in here without shooting that claymore. Your next step in the process is to really cover yourself from this hallway to get in, and you've really got to clear this guy that's in here. You don't necessarily have to clear him out, but you have to protect your planter so that they can choose the best place to plant. Now, if this was the setup like this, honestly, right here is probably my best place to plant. I'm worried about somebody swinging me from here, but as long as I've got Fuse on the window, Fuse can open this up right here. Alright, this. Right here. And he can cover me from anybody trying to swing me. Okay? And it also protects the bedroom doors, so nobody has to worry about them peeking. Nobody from outside has to worry about the peek. So as long as you've got somebody on this window, you're really set. Now, you could make the argument that maybe here's not the best plant spot. Maybe you need to come to where there's a little more cover. Like maybe over here would be a better plant spot. You can make the argument that if you open this window right here, you'd be in better shape because you can kind of hold the guy in bathroom a little better and then also prevent anyone from rotating in and out, and you've got better views. That's fine. You still need that gridlock to cover you until you've killed the guys in CCTV. All right. But whatever your argument is, plant in this room at this point. And you might say, well, that's too soon. What if people nitro you? What if people, have a castle here or a Goyo or whatever else, all right? It's going to be different for every round, and you're just going to have to figure that out. If there's nitros on the board, obviously you need to think about, well, where can they throw a nitro in here? Are there holes for them to throw it in here? How can I be safe from that nitro? You're relatively exposed if there's a nitro on the board from the bathroom guy right here. You're still kind of exposed here because the nitro could still get you. So maybe you go deep. Maybe you go all the way back here and start planting back here. This is the reason why people open all this up, is because it makes it very difficult to plant in this room. Oh my goodness. Stop it, radio. No, I don't have rage problems. Why do you ask? Okay. You could do this with 3 people, but I'm going to show you something that's going to make this a whole lot better. This window is the completely forgotten about window over here on construction side. If you come up and break open this window, you don't even have to peek it. As soon as the window's open, no one in their right mind is going to play here. They're not going to play here. They're not going to play here anymore. And if they are, they're dead. You just rappel upside down and shoot them in the back. If you break this Logi hatch open, no one in their right mind is going to play here. Because they can get shot from the Logi hatch. They may tuck themselves in here to cover Logi. They may tuck themselves in here. But they won't play here. So, opening this hatch and this window alone, without even needing to peek them, and having somebody play on this side of the map is just brutal for a defense to hold from over here. And again, if you open up the gym window, you can't really safely play here. At least not if somebody opens up the wall just slightly. you'll get wall banged. So that kind of pushes this guy, well, basically to here. It's really an unsafe position. You're going to die unless you put a reinforcement here. That's why a lot of people will reinforce one reinforcement in between the site. I personally don't do that. I just like the feet holes open up. But if the reinforcement is there, all right, think about this, right? As a defender or as an attacker, I can now plant close to the reinforcement. So it just makes planting in here that much easier if somebody's reinforcing that so they can hold here. So think about all the different angles you can get. And it's just going to depend on each, it's going to depend on each situation. What is the defending team bringing? What do you need? Are they reinforcing this wall? If so, well, then you've got a clear plant spot, and that's your plant spot. If they're not reinforcing that wall, then you get to peek this guy from this window, and you got a clear kill. If this guy's trying to hold you and contest you like this, drop the Logi hatch and come up from behind him. All right? Hop in here and push up this way. And that'll take care of that. So if you send one other person on this side of the map, you've really made it. Now I can't hold in these positions anymore. And so your biggest threat is this guy in bathroom right here. And all you need to take care of that is just Yana with nades. And if this wall's not open, ow, that hurt. If this wall's not open, if this is closed off, then don't worry about the bathroom guy at all. Just leave him in there. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Come in here and plant. Because your fuse or whoever's covering this window can cover for that swing and can cover for the person coming out of bathroom. So you're safe. Just come in here and plant. And you can have a fairly quick execute with this. Attack plan alpha. Open the wall, drone it out. One person comes in and plants. Another person can hold their back. You could even hold this way with thermite. And if somebody did try to, as long as you knew this was clear, you could push in a little bit. If somebody tries to throw a nitro or something, you can just shoot them. Just swing them and shoot them. If the wall is open. And your Thatcher gets the plant down. And then it's easy peasy. You've got post-plant positions. One out here on highway. You're covered from the window. You've got Thatcher in sight, which he can give his life at this point and defend. I would probably be sitting back over here watching construction door. You've got thermite over here to cover anybody from 90 coming this direction. And you've got your final fragger like a Yana or somebody like this, who now at this point you can start to push in here. So you're really collapsing on the defense. That's that's a basic strat, basic attack strat for Gem Bedroom. And this site, so many people don't know how to attack this site. They don't know what to do because it takes just a little bit of coordination. And they're just lost. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll send their entire team over here. And that's just a cache side over attack. Just setting up how a defense might look. And what they'll do is they'll breach this wall. The attackers, that is. The attackers will breach this wall. And sometimes they'll breach you. Sometimes they'll breach you. But they're basically trying to clear you out of this area. Clear all the roamers out here. And then after clearing the roamers out, then you might come in here and try to get this angle from this side. Or you might try to get Logi control. And the goal with this take is that once you've got logic control and you're protective on that side, you need to come in. You're hoping to come in and like plant over here behind the bomb. People always stall out. They try to take this way. It's so involved. Think about this. You got to get CCTV control, which is always a roamer over there. You got to get cache control, which sometimes there's 2 roamers. You got to get construction. By the time you've cleared those 2 roamers, everyone's rotated over, and now they're in this area, and they're in logic. You got to get logic control, which means you need someone up on the hatch. So now you've got only 4 people able to come this way. Oh, wait, you need someone outside on highway, because if you want to plant, you got to cut off people from bathroom from swinging you, so you need someone on this window again. But in order for you to do that, you know, you're going to have to give up another person over here. So maybe you do 4 people at first, but then you hop through there and then, or hop through the CCTV window, and you got someone on the highway now. Okay? It's involved. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of, you got to get frags in order for it to happen. It's tough. I mean, you can do it. Maybe you come in and plant here, maybe you come in and plant there, but in every case, every time I've ever seen this other take, it always takes the entire 3 minutes. And the plant's always going down in the last 15 seconds. And often, it's because they gave up, jumped out the window, ran across highway, jumped in gym window, and planted in gym anyway. Like that's often what happens in this take, because it takes so much to clear people out over here. And that's one of the reasons why this site is one of the best sites. So, anyway, it's just because people don't know how to attack it. Breach this wall, plant in gym. There you go. That's the easy way to attack this site. There's no need for fancy attack plans. There's no need for a ton of different people. You just need a thermite, a thatcher, maybe a fuse, and someone to cover your back. That's it. That's it. And that'll clear out most of the utility anyway. So, this has just been one attack plan for gym bedroom. I hope this has helped. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy trying this out on your competition. Thanks for watching.